Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Papergoy, and I want to follow up the video I put up last week about the death of Pokemon cards in unopened packs. It's gotten even worse, believe that or not. Now there's a service out there, and I'm not going to publicize the service because I don't believe in what they're doing. However, there is a service out there that will scan your packs. You can send them into them. There are certain packs they'll do. There's all kinds of disclaimers on their website and the like, but basically it comes down to if you're getting 1 to 5 packs scanned, it's $75 a pack. If you're getting 6 to 10 scanned, it is $70 a pack, and it goes down to $65 a pack if you do 11 or more. I am certain that if you called them up and you needed thousands of packs scanned, they would work something out on a price. I'm sure they have their minimum cost that it costs them, and I'm sure they would work with you. They said at this point, if you've got boxes, things like that, to give them a call, figure something or other out. Some packs are more easily scanned than others. Things that they are aware of are much easier scanned. By that I mean the things that they've done practice on. They said you can get a lot better results. You will then get a downloadable video of the scan and get the packs back as well. First thing that came to my mind was, can you trust them? And I don't know. I don't know one way or the other. They are doing something that many in the hobby would consider not being trustworthy. Their argument against that is, look, everybody else is doing it. You might as well do it as well. The things that you're buying, out there, a lot of them have been searched already. You may as well do the searching as well. That's their theory. And they did note in there as well, they did something or other with some sealed boxes and did find a sealed box, allegedly sealed box, of Pokemon that actually had different cards inside of it. So they said, hey, look, Logan Paul should have contacted them. That's what they said, because it could have saved a lot of time and trouble doing that. So on the one hand, I do see where in cases like that, it indeed is a positive. You can say, yes, these do have the correct cards inside the box. Okay, so that is a positive. So in a very limited usage, it would be a positive. However, most of the time it's not. The one other thing is that price point, $75 a pack. They're probably not looking at $19.90 Donruss. Just not worth it to do so, as far as that goes. But as technology progresses, prices go down. A competitor will come along and the prices will be lower at some point. There's no doubt at all about that. The next question comes in 5, 10, 15 years from now, where there will be a situation where they can get right down to the grade, centering, and all that stuff as well. So you look and you go, yes, this Fleer pack does have a Michael Jordan, but it's a little bit off center. Who knows? Who knows exactly where we're going with the technology? My main fear when I first saw, and they did allay the concerns a little bit on their website, would be, okay, I send them a pack. How do I know it's my pack that I'm getting back? Especially with the more common stuff. What's to stop them from running a pack through and going, oh, this has a Logo Man card in it, and then swapping it out for another pack that they happen to have on hand? In other words, purchase a box of 5 different common things. Somebody or other sends something in that's got something good, swap the pack out. They did say on the website that if you have something high value, you are welcome to come and hand it to them in person and more or less watch the process just to make sure nothing happens. So apparently they're aware of people asking that question. So I guess that's a positive as well. But again, you can only go as far as you would trust them or any other company as competition arises. But I did want to let you know that it's gotten to the point now that there is a service that you can pay to have your packs searched for you. And again, when the tagline is that everybody else is doing it, so you might as well. Hardly the most ethical thing in my opinion, but I do see the point that they're making. And again, in a case where you're purchasing a sealed case, it would be a good idea to know that, yes, this sealed case of the O-Pee-Chee rookie year of Gretzky does have O-Pee-Chee Rookie Year cards in it, and you didn't just purchase something or other that's got G.I. Joe cards inside of it or something like that. Somebody resealed it and sold it off to you. So there is that positive side of things. But again, it is a very, very frightening time if you are an unopened collector. I would definitely sit by the wayside at this point. And again, I would have sold a week ago when I told you to. I would sit by the wayside and I'd watch and I'd see where this all falls out. Going to be very, very interesting. And it's also going to be very, very interesting as far as how this affects the breaking community. Because again, it's only as all of breaking is just how much you trust the breaker is when it comes down to it. And there are lots of calls of shenanigans, of people not sending the card out, people swapping packs, people just simply saying, oh, yeah, you won that. I'm not sending it to you, and so on. So it's the Wild West in breaking to start with, and then something or other like this comes along. Now, obviously, the breakers aren't sending the packs in at $75 each to be scanned, but if they have their own scanners or they figure their own way around it or have some kind of a sweetheart deal with somebody, who knows what might possibly be happening in that world. So kind of a crazy little world as well. And again, searching packs has been a problem for a long, long time. There are different ways you can tell if things have been tampered. They smooth things out, re-glue them, all that sort of thing. Well, this does not appear as though the pack's been tampered with. And in fact, the company that does the scanning for you has said that after the fact, it's not like there's residual radiation or anything like that. There is no possible way to tell that it has been scanned. And that's kind of frightening as well. Because again, you're trusting whoever you buy it from didn't do that. And that also goes all the way up to the manufacturer level as well. I don't know what the future is going to hold, but at some point, if some level of this becomes more of a handheld type thing, then you got to all of a sudden watch the people in the plant. You got 4 or 5 people 10 years from now sitting together on a lunch break, and the foreman's in on it, and they quickly scan stuff as it's heading on through. And, oh, this box is going to kind of get marked in some way, and then we'll buy it on the back end. You absolutely never know what could end up happening in the future. So keep your eyes open. If you do buy unopened stuff, buy it because you like the stuff. And I guess the final question, and again, at $75 a pack, this isn't going to happen, but will it happen in 5 years, 10 years? Will people be having devices like this that can do this in their houses? You go up to the local Target and you buy 20 packs of cards and you bring them home and you scan them. And you bring 18 of them back and come up with some excuse. Now, of course, what they'll do at some point, they'll limit your returns, of course. They'll say, no, you can't return them, or they'll say sports cards can't be returned. We know that's going to happen at some point. But again, would you be able to do something like that? Some unsuspecting Walgreens, you buy 2 boxes of stuff, you scan it through, and then you return a box and a half the next day saying, yeah, we bought the stuff for a birthday party for our kid. No other kids showed up, blah, blah, blah. And then, they give you your money back. You took all the good cards out, and the other stuff ends up back on the shelf. We absolutely don't know where it's going to go. Very, very frightening time. But I did want to let you know that new development, there is a service out there. Do comment down below what you think about that, what you think about the service. Again, they're saying basically we're fighting fire with fire. Not always the greatest argument to make. Personally, if I had unopened stuff, and again, I do have some unopened stuff, but it's all junk. Even if I were able to scan it, I wouldn't do so. Just me. But the other thing, too, is I'm not into modern cards whatsoever. And any unopened stuff I have is just incidental to. I picked up a pack somewhere along the way, and I say, I'm working on a set, and I got my complete set, and I've got 3 packs left. Well, what am I going to open them for? So I would leave those unopened, stuff like that. What do I care what's in there? I have the whole set now. So it doesn't really affect me in my collecting, but it could affect you in yours. So just wanted you to be aware of what's going on. There's now a service, $75 a pack. Now you know. Do hit the like button if you could, and we'll see you next video.